The acting director, Labour and Gender Ministry, the acting director, Labour at the Gender Ministry, Egulu Lawrence, says that Labour issues need to be separated from the three-in-one Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development Directorate. He was receiving a delegation of labour rights advocates and unionists attending the International Solidarity Summit here in Uganda.
Labour issues seem overshadowed by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, leaving labour issues unattended to.
Our issues end up being subsumed, swallowed up, because there's gender, labour, employment, children, women, culture, youth, disability, elderly.
The acting director for Labour, Egulu Lawrence, says government is reviewing the merging of the three directorates in the Gender Labour Ministry.
So there have been discussions about how do we separate the three, because there's labour, gender, labour and social development. So each of those can be a ministry, as you can imagine. So we also want our own home. So there have been those negotiations and discussions, which among other people they have also been able to spearhead. So our directorate is called Labour, Employment and Occupational Safety and Health. We've ratified all ILO conventions, core conventions, and of course the right to collective bargaining is enshrined in our constitution, the right to organize, the right to assembly.
An International Solidarity Summit in Uganda with participating labour unions has encouraged Ugandan labour force to engage employers, respect their rights through collective bargaining agreements. The conveners of the conference, the Uganda Hotels, Food, Tourism, Supermarkets and Allied Workers Union Secretary General Mauku Moses, applauds the support.
That one of the biggest achievements that we have registered arising from the implementation of the project was the signing of the first collective bargaining agreement with Carrefour. Carrefour brings together over 400 workers in Uganda with 7 stores. And we have organized 99% of the workers of Carrefour. So we are excited about this achievement.
The Secretary General at the National Organization of Trade Unions in Uganda, NOTU, Richard Bijira, says unions like HTS Union is enforcing employers to accept workers to assemble and reach collective bargaining agreements.
The only thing I need to achieve is to ensure that workers of this country attain what they are supposed to attain, so that I leave the legacy. And we shall leave legacy, I want to assure you. We are going to do unthinkables, we are going to do things which people will look at us as radicals, but we want to assure the country and to assure Uni Global Union that we are going to do whatever it takes.
The Solidarity Summit delegation visited different labour sector affiliates and companies, while at the International Labour Organization, the International Labour Organization officer Mwenya Kakasa highlighted the need for social justice and decent work.
So the main mandate of the ILO is really to promote what we call social justice, and also to promote internationally recognized human and labor rights. And as ILO, we do this through the application or implementation of what we call decent work country programs. How do we work at ensuring that workers, employers, or working men and women have better life or better livelihood?
Union officials from FNV Handel Union of Netherlands and UNI Global Federation are running a one-year project on organizing and collective bargaining for Carrefour supermarkets, workers and other unionized employees for Workers Union under the HTS Union.
And I think this project shows the solidarity of the workers. It doesn't matter whether you live in Africa, it doesn't matter whether you live in Europe. If you're united, you'll get the best collective agreements.
One of the key objectives of this campaign was organizing more workers and to recover the loss we had during the pandemic, and our project has been successful in that sense, as our union has organized hundreds of workers.
Sudat Kaye and Douglas Setumba, UBC News.